Hello dear student and welcome to bonus project number 2. In this lesson I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful hibiscus stamp, and I'm going to show you that it's going to be just as easy to make such a stamp. Again, I'm working with scrap clay that I have previously conditioned and passed through the largest setting of my Atlas pasta machine. I also prepared rather large image of a hibiscus flower, and then I prepared 2 layers of polymer clay that I am going to stack together to make the base of the stamp, as you already know. And then I am going to use a 3rd layer onto which I applied the image of the hibiscus flower, and I'm going to use this silhouette, this flower silhouette, to cut out the shape of the impression that is going to sit on top of the stamp. And I used the needle tool to just cut around the paper silhouette, the flower silhouette. You can use your craft knife, of course. Then I used my dotting tool to impress some of the lines and the designs that I want to have in the finished stamp. And these are going to be the guiding lines for cutting and impressing the pattern. Then I just put the cutout flower shape on top of the base, and using my needle tool I'm making veins on the flower petals. Then I am going to use the craft knife to cut an area in between the flower petals, and these cutout areas will result in embossed patterns when using the stamp with polymer clay. So I'm just going to cut these openings in between the petals, and then I'm just going to gently remove the excess clay in those areas. Now we have something that resembles a hibiscus flower. And then I'm going to cut the area for the flower pistil. And then I'm going to make the shape of the pistil. And I'm going to draw more lines on the flower to make it look more interesting. Then using the dotting tool, I'm making the yellow tiny dot that you have on top of the pistil of the flower. And then I made sure that I had a good definition in between the petals. And I'm adding more details in some areas. Keep in mind that any cutout element and also the curved elements will result in embossed elements on the raw clay when using the stamp, and also the little tiny dots that we've made with the dotting tool will result in beautiful tiny embossed round elements when using the stamp. Then when you are happy with the look of the piece, you'll just have to use baking paper and gently press everything together. And then you can bake your piece in the oven for 40 minutes in the preheated oven at the temperature recommended by the polymer clay manufacturer. Now it's time to test the stamp. So I'm going to use a lighter pinkish red chalk ink pad, and I'm coloring the elements of the hibiscus flower, and then I decided to use a chalk ink pad with red chalk ink to enhance the margins of the flower, hoping to have an interesting impression on the clay. And then you'll just have to use press the stamp into the clay. You can use your hands, you can use your roller to apply pressure, you could use an acrylic block. And of course, after using the stamp, it is recommended to clean it with baby wipes, and thus you'll have a stamp that you can use multiple times. And then I am going to use a little bit of yellow acrylic paint and brush and color the pistil and the tiny yellow dots on top of the pistil. Normally the flower has another V-shaped element on top of these dots, but I wasn't very careful to make that element as well. But still, I like this stamp. Thank you for watching this bonus project. I hope you liked it. Thank you, and see you tomorrow for tomorrow's lesson.